Okay, and let me just explain something about Motherson Sumi. You will enjoy this. Look at that chart. I think I can Mastercard chart right on top of it. So Motherson Sumi, in 1994, when it went public, it was at 9 cents. 9 cents. Now it is at 146. 30% annualized return over 24 or 25 years. It's great. What does Motherson Sumi do? Okay, so first of all, the name, Motherson. The guy who runs it, who I met, he's a great guy, I like him a lot, Chand, started his business with his mother. Okay, since he started the business with his mother, he said, the name should be Motherson. Okay, Motherson. And Sumitomo in Japan is a partner of theirs. So, Motherson Sumi. That's the name of the company, okay? But Motherson Sumi is a very unusual company. So they make auto parts, automobile parts, okay? But the way they run the business is completely different from any auto parts company in the world. So he has acquired over the last 25 years, maybe 30 or 40 businesses around the world. China, Europe, India, everywhere. They've got dozens of plants all over the world. But Chand, who's the owner and CEO, says, we never call a company to tell them we want to buy them. We have never done that. And if some company calls us and say, please buy us, we also do not do that. So I don't approach any company, he says, to buy them, and any company that comes to me, I also don't buy. He says, my customer is BMW, Volkswagen, Fiat Chrysler, etc. So he says, BMW will call me and say, Chand, I have a rear view mirror maker parts guy who is losing a lot of money. And they are losing $2 million a month. And I think they're going to go out of business. And my 7 Series BMW line is going to come to a stop if that guy goes out of business. So they say to Chand, can you buy that business? So Chand says, I only have 5 or 6 customers, BMW, Daimler, Fiat, blah, 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 GM and so on. So when BMW calls him, Chand says, BMW, don't worry, I'll take care of it. So in 2 days, he looks at the business and tells BMW, you are right, this business is losing $2 million a month. It's a worthless business, not worth anything. So Mr. BMW, here's what you're going to do. You're going to write me a check for $100 million to cover my losses for 4 years, $24 million a year. Okay? And you're going to give me a contract that you're going to buy my product. So what is the acquisition cost? Minus $100 million. BMW writes him a check. Why does BMW write him a check? The 7 Series line is going to come to a stop. They can't stop the line. You cannot stop making BMWs. They'll lose billions of dollars. So Chand buys the mirror manufacturer. And he does not make many changes. He only makes 2 or 3 changes. First change, whoever's running that plant is fired. First change. Who is the owner of running the plant, they're gone. Second change, he looks within the organization, finds a person no more than 35 years old, and tells the person, you are now the new plant manager. From the same plant, he does not send his own people. So if they buy a plant in Austria, they'll look at the people in Austria, in that plant, and they'll pick a guy and say, and the person they may pick may be 4 levels below the CEO. They don't care. Straight, he becomes a top guy. The third thing that typically happens when Motherson Sumi buys a plant In about 3 months, it stops losing money. You know, he got paid 100 million. He only lost 6 million. After that, in next 3 months, it's making a little bit of money, and after 1 year, very solidly profitable. Okay? And BMW, extremely happy. And how many companies can BMW call like that? Not many. So Chand understands that his job, who is his customer? His customer is BMW. What is his job? Take their pain away. And they will call him and say, Chand, this harness company, I have a problem. Chand says, you have no problem, I'm there. In 1 day they do the deal. Other principles that Motherson Sumi uses, they have never relocated a plant to save on labor. So they don't take a plant in Germany and move it to China. Never done that. Because they want to be loyal to the people who are there. And they said, we'll make it work with those same people. We don't need to move the plant. The other thing they do is, Motherson Sumi runs on SAP. Their software platform is SAP. They don't impose anything on the company they acquire. So if the mirror company is using some other software, they will build all the interfaces at Motherson so they can deal with them. But they don't ask that company to change. And over time, that company is going to realize I'm better off being with SAP as well. So they'll change. So, and then what Chand has done, because he's a very good manager, he has his plant managers, who are all these young guys, talking to each other. They meet every 6 months or something, sharing best practices, going back and forth, and on and on. So Motherson Sumi, I think in the last 2 or 3 years, I met about 200 public company CEOs in India, or 200. No one is as good as this guy. No one. The best out of the 200.